What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I completely screwed up that intro, but here it is. So I've had this bike for a week. Has it been a week? You know, I'm gonna hold up. I'm going to clarify the exact amount of days. So August 28th. So 29, 30, 31. 1, 2, 3. So 6 days. It's pretty much a week. So this is like pretty much my first full week with the bike. I've only ridden it for like, I've put probably like 7 or 8 miles on it. Current for me. So this is like the actual bike. This is literally the bike. Now this is a picture of the same year. I have the same color scheme, everything. Here's another picture of it. So we got so this is the stock pipe. I don't have the stock pipe. It doesn't come with hand grips. Mine has hand grips. I think every other part of the bike is stock. So it's fuel injected. So you don't need a carburetor. So it puts out more power. And it runs more efficiently. There is no radiator, so it is air cooled. So that's just like one less thing that you have to worry about. Mine has a skid plate. As you can see, there is no skid plate, but you can easily get skid plates for it. 21-inch tire and an 18-inch tire. This has the handlebars for like the passenger. The actual previous owner, the owner I bought it from, took them off. I don't know why, and he kept them. So I mean, I don't plan on riding with anyone on it quite yet until I'm like more used to it. So as you can see, it looks like a dirt bike, and most people that don't know about motorcycles, they'd be like, "Oh, this is a dirt bike." Well, it's actually not. It's a motorcycle. It's a motorcycle, but it's based off of a dirt bike, so it's called a dual sport motorcycle. So it can do both on-road legally and off-road legally, as long as you have registered and you have a license and stuff like that. You can have a permit. So you can ride for however many hours a day until it gets like dark or something. Oh, so yeah, here is the bike. So now we can. All right, good. So here we go. Couple more pics. You've already seen these. So you see, this is like dark. It's like a darker metal. I don't know if it's just a picture, but mine's like that. Like, see how it's like the gray? That's how mine is. That one has a black thing. So there she is. So now the only complaint I have of this bike is the shifter. I have bigger feet, so it's very hard. You have to kind of like look down for a split second to make sure your foot is in the right position to shift. Um, Tires, I mean, they seem. Now, it's hard for me to say this because my tires need to be replaced soon. They're good tires. They're actually a really good brand. Tires are just worn, so I don't really get to have like the feel of brand new tires. This isn't Nia, by the way, if you were wondering. The headlight is kind of garbage, but I mean, they're not meant to ride at midnight. They're meant to be ridden in the day, mainly. But if you have to ride at night, whatever. So yeah, it's got blinkers, brake light. It is chain driven, so you got to maintain that. Hydraulic brakes, disc brakes in the front and back. I haven't really used my back brakes too much. I mainly rely on the front, but I haven't really like gotten into a situation where I need to like come to a jamming like stop, like really get on the brakes. Actually, my dad had me test it, and the brakes in the front are so responsive, the shock actually compressed and decompressed, and I pulled like a literally like a nose wheelie, like when you know, like you stop and it popped up. So like a stoppie into a wheelie without applying any gas. But I mean, if you're going from like 80 and you gotta come to like 30, if there's like a traffic jam on the highway, I guess you gotta. I mean, it's not a highway bike, but you can take it on the highway, max out about like 75, 80, depending on the rider and stuff. So that's that. So this bike, I think it's listed around 3,000. Mine, we got it for 3,000 on the dot, actually. What's that bike? Oh, it's the same one, it kind of look different. So this one's in Springfield, yeah, about 3,000. This is 4,000. So this has a slightly lower amount of miles. No kickstart on these bikes, actually. Only electric. So that was the only part that, like, it didn't make me nervous, but it's just a question, like, why don't they have backup kickstarts? I mean, you can install one. It has a spot for one, but like, why wouldn't it just come? Like, is it that much more expensive to have a piece of metal? Like, it's literally a piece of metal shaped as like a like a it's like up and then flat, and you just kick it down. It's not like a $500 part. It's probably like $100. But I guess they wanted, this bike was meant to be for beginner riders, extremely lightweight. It's still a little heavy, but compared to motorcycles, this is extremely light, but also, you know, powerful for the riders that are experienced, but they're just short. So, you know, it suits the whole crowd. So I'll be doing like riding, like they call them moto vlogs, but I don't want to call it a moto vlog because like it's just gonna be more of like us tooling around on the trails. But like I want to get a name for this so I can, you know, I'll show you guys the bike, I'll video it and how it performs and stuff. It's fat. It's because I have a custom. It's not cut. Well, it's called aftermarket. An FMF pipe, and I'll try to find it. FMF. Maybe it's called is it Power Core 4? It looks very similar to this right here. It looks very similar. Holy crap. Yeah, I think this is the pipe, if not extremely. This is like extremely similar. That's expensive for a pipe. Now mine's kind of loud, so we are gonna get a like a diffuser, like a quieter thing, because it's nice so you can hear the bike, but like it gets a little annoying, like just a touch. Because like I really opened it up in low third, and you could like feel it in your chest. I don't have the shiny version. I have like the matte gray, like that. It's like a matte gray. This one's a little scratcher. Maybe it's not the Power Core 4. I think that's for a 2-stroke. I'm just gonna look up FMF pipe. Do they only make one? That's a carbon fiber. Oh my god. That's for 2 strokes. Maybe it is the PowerCore that dual exhaust that looks sick. Maybe it is the... Definitely not that. It's this one. Yeah, it is called the PowerCore 4. It's that. But yeah, that's the bike. It's a blast. It's like, it takes riding to like a whole new level. Like, it's fun on ATVs, but this thing can go on like smaller trails. It doesn't handle as well in the mud, doesn't handle as well in the ruts, but you're more like, you're more engaged. Like, you have to control the bike. Like, you gotta let the bike move under you, but you gotta control it. With an ATV, you just sit on it and you just like hang on for dear life, kind of. It's like that kind of thing. You don't really have, you don't lean, you don't really like, if you want to like get into like really extreme like motocross racing on ATVs, I guess you kind of gotta be more skilled. Like trail riding an ATV, anyone can do it. You just gotta like give it a little bit of attention, and like you definitely gotta learn, and you gotta be patient. Cause like when I was learning the clutch on this thing, I probably stalled at least 15, 20 times in a row before I even like got moving, let alone like keeping it going. Like I would, and then so quick story time. We were riding my first ever trail ride yesterday, and we came to a stop. We were just resting. Started the bike up, went to go, and it kept stalling. Like I would let go of the clutch, it would like start going, and I would roll for a little bit and then just die. My dad was like, "Are you in second gear?" I was like, "No." I clicked all the way down, and I realized I was in second. So, just being off of one gear can like really screw you up. I'm trying to think, is there anything here that is different for me? The shock is like right in there. You can't see it. If I could get a different angle, you can kind of see it. It's like, I don't know. Can I just get a picture from the back, please? They really don't want to show the back of the bike. Whatever. Shock. I just want to go back. Images. I just want to see like the stock shock that comes on it. So this is the normal. This is like the normal shock. We'll zoom in a little bit. 400. That's all it is. It's really not that good. It gets, how much are they selling it for? $199. It is a 2015 though, so I'm sure it's not like, but still, that's not. It's a good. It gets the job done. It could be a little bit more usable, like not softer, but like a bit more usable, because we were going over some serious bumps, and like I like really had to hold the bike up. This is a 2019. They didn't really change much. Like the pipe's still the same, tire size is all the same, mirrors are the same, fenders the same. The color scheme did change. That whole panel is the same for me. Same for me. They maybe changed. Yeah, engine's probably a little bit better, but That's really it. I like how there's a Yamaha. Well, it's Honda Polaris, and yeah, that's my bike. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you like this video. I will see you later. Peace out. God first. God bless.